Excuse me, may I ask you something? What do you know about street art or urban art?
Urban art? Not much.
Graffiti?
Graffiti? I don't know a lot of people do it anymore. It's more of like a 90s thing.
You haven't seen anything in Gainesville?
Well, in the tunnel there is graffiti. That's about it.
Get a bicycle in the face! You can get a video of you prying someone, it's even better! Sorry.
You sure you don't want to find someone?
I would like to ask you one question.
Okay.
What do you know about street art?
About what?
Street art, urban art,
That is, am I being filmed?
graffiti.
I think it's art. I don't know.
Street.
On the street. It's a way to express yourself. I don't know.
Do you know any nice paintings in Gainesville?
The wall on 34th Street.
Norman Tunnel is super. It's a good one.
We have no idea.
Graffiti? No? Okay.
We just go school and home school. There's no fun time,
Okay, thank you.
Whatever. Rip it open. I mean, it's only going to be one serving anyway.
Hey girls, excuse me, may I ask you something? What do you know about street art?
About
Street art,
street art?
urban art, graffiti?
It's pretty cool. I like it. It's a good way of self-expression. It's really interesting. I really do like it. Like in the tunnel underneath campus. That's about my extent of knowledge.
Do you know any other paintings in Gainesville?
I know there's a wall with a lot of paintings, but I don't know any specifics. Yeah, it's on 34th Street.
But student art?
Street art.
Street art or urban art?
I don't know much about it. Yeah, like, can you be like more specific?
Graffiti?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen any paintings in Gainesville?
Well, you have that bridge crossing over to Norman Hall.
You got the tunnel. Yeah. The Norman Tunnel.
And then you have that wall where everybody can paint over it. Groups can go out there.
But then I realized that she was telling the truth.
Hi, excuse me, may I ask you, what do you know about street art? Urban art?
Not that much. I mean, I like art, but like I don't know that much about it, like the specifics of it.
Graffiti? Do you like graffiti?
No.
No? Hi. Excuse me, may I ask you something? Yes. What do you know about street art? Thank you. Street art.
Street art. It's like Banksy and stuff. Like, I don't know much about it, but what do I know? Like, I don't know. I know Banksy's and it's good, but I don't know. I don't have any opinion. You know, if it's good, it's good. So that's all, maybe.
I would like to ask you, what do you know about street art? Graffiti?
No, no graffiti.
Nothing?
Nothing. Sorry.
Okay, so, thank you. What do you know about street art?
Street art, it's art in the street. Graffiti, the hip-hop dancers, beatboxers, it's all right. Am I going in the right direction? That's really about it.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Graffiti is like a part
it's the
of street art.
non-educational art that is created by the struggle of. I think that's too much now. Yeah, no, that's really just combine all that into one good thought, and that's my idea.
Okay.
Good answer.
What do you know about street art?
Well, paintings on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like illumination on the trees.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, and the dancers, of course. I think basically anything on the street can be the street art. I mean, if you think that's street art, like it depends on like how you see things on the street. Like maybe the cars, like the cars parked beside the street can be the street art. So I think it depends on people.
Excuse me, may I ask you, what do you think about this tunnel? Do you like it?
I love the tunnel. It's a great form of expression.
Thank you. What do you think about this tunnel? Do you like the paintings?
They're okay. They're a little weird,
Do you like
especially
graffiti?
at night.
Do you like graffiti?
It's okay. It's overlapped, so I think it's really messy. But other than that, it's okay.
Do you know what is street art?
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
And I guess like people who aren't like technically like artists, they're just painting to paint, just show their art to people without like having their name attached to it.
Have you ever seen any interesting paintings in Gainesville?
Have I ever seen them?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, sometimes on here, but they get covered up pretty fast. About the tunnel?
Yeah, the paintings.
I think it's cool. It's really unique. Yeah.
Hi, excuse me, may I ask you, what do you think about this tunnel?
I haven't really seen it too much yet, but it seems to be rather interesting. A little creepy to walk into it.
What do you know about street art or urban art?
What do I know about art?
Graffiti.
I don't know much about it. I like it. It's fun to look. I've seen a whole lot of it when traveling around, and there's all kinds of different street art. Looks like a lot of tagging, which is like signatures. Lots of colors. It's pretty. I like it.
Would you like to see some murals in Gainesville?
Yeah. If they appeared or if we found a way to go see them. Yeah, artwork is incredibly magical, so why not?
What do you know about street art?
I know that there's like this context that street art is a lot of graffiti and not traditional art, so I guess it gets negative light a lot.
Do you like it? Do you like graffiti?
I think it's pretty entertaining, yeah.
Have you ever seen any interesting murals in Gainesville?
I know the tunnel has a lot. When I walk through it, it's pretty cool, so I like that a lot, yeah.
Would you like to see more in our town?
I would definitely like to see more.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
You mean graffiti?
Yes.
I hate to admit it because it was illegal, but my son was a graffiti artist for many years. So,
I know that we cleaned up our tunnel outside.
And it came
and
back.
then it came back. And I think in some places it's considered ugly, but
I
on
like
a
it.
campus I don't really think of it that way. Since we're not an urban center, I don't know that it really is much other than people saying nice things or mean things to each other or
Yeah.
reflecting culture, but I think it's more interesting when it's more random than in localized places like it is in Gainesville. 'Cause
But
if
you
we
know
go-
that wall on 34th Street. When my son came to visit me for the first time, he saw that and he said, well, the graffiti people call it The Miracle on 34th Street, because there's that old movie that's called The Miracle on 34th Street, because there's very few places in the country where they will let people legally do graffiti. So we do have, that is kind of a unique, kind of a unique thing that you wouldn't find everywhere. So
I love it. I think we need more of it around here, and we are going to do a project with it on campus in a year or two. We've been kind of working on it. So I'm a big fan of Banksy and the Miami Wynwood District walls, and very supportive of it. We have some good street artists here in Gainesville.
What do you know about street art?
I don't know a lot about street art, but there should be more of it, probably. Yeah.
What do you think about graffiti?
I think graffiti can be cool. I think it's a way for you to express yourself. Yeah, I think the idea of graffiti and it could become a really, really cool art, but not all the time. It's cool. Yeah. Well thought out graffiti.
This one is cool or not?
Yeah, this one's cool.
What do you think about this painting, Connor?
Good.
It's good.
You like it?
I like the color. I mean, I'm not an art enthusiast, so it's hard for me to give more than that, but we like it. I think it makes downtown better.
Thank you. Hi, excuse me, may I ask you, what do you think about this work?
It's the first time I've ever looked at this work. I know it's constantly changing here. Nothing just remains up there. I like how it drips. I like how it drips, even though they're trying to force the line getting these drips.
Would you like to see more murals in our town?
I would like to see more murals in this town.
Hi guys, may I ask you, what do you think about this painting?
You're on camera. I like it.
That's nice.
I don't have much of an opinion, but
it's interesting.
I like it. I don't dislike it.
What's the message? What's the message behind this?
Would you like to see more murals in our town?
Yes, absolutely.
What do you know about street art?
Very little. I mean, I know a handful of street artists, like Banksy.
I like it. I like the snakes better.
Would you like to see more murals in our town?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
For sure.
What do you know about street art?
Street art, like graffiti?
Graffiti, yes.
I know a little bit.
Do you like it?
It's kind of cool, depending on the vulgarity level of it. Like, someone to go and, like, tag the street up with, like, letters and stuff that doesn't really mean anything, just to, like, let people know that they're there. It's stupid, but, like, when someone takes like a bunch of chalk and makes like a 3D drawing to where it looks like the road has caved in, that looks really cool. I love art. I do anime. That's not my drawing. Anime.
Wow, I like it.
And that's just a thing.
Cool.
What I really
think that the wall murals on some of the buildings that I've seen in the city of Gainesville will do a lot to enhance their beauty. Some of the buildings are old, they look their age, they need something to give them a fresh look, and I think the wall art is one way that that can be accomplished.
Graffiti is actually pretty beautiful. Like, if you look at some graffiti in some areas, sometimes it doesn't make sense, but it looks cool, and sometimes you could do some really nice things with graffiti. So I've always thought, like, why don't we get those kids and focus their talents to make something beautiful, to make people feel good, instead of tearing down or ruining things and stuff like that.
Hello. My name is Irina. May I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is your character about? What are you doing?
My character is a staple character that I just tend to do quite often. I guess my moniker is something that sticks out and people see over and over again. But I'm just doing it because it's a release. It's a good way to paint and keep my mind off things.
What do you think about graffiti?
My view on graffiti is that it could actually be taken a little bit more seriously as far as the city goes, different cities, rather than treating it all as vandalism. I mean, there's a lot of other things that are on this wall that are just mindless, and there's a lot of people that actually come up here and want to take their time and put something that people will look at. And I feel like graffiti needs to be understood that there is a difference between art, between all the art and the vandalism.
No, I've been living right across the street for 2 years, but I've never seen anything really nice. Do you think why? Because, sometimes people are trying to get permission to paint on a wall, but we have such a long permission wall, but nobody really cares about murals. Why?
I mean, I feel like the reason nobody really cares about the murals is that people use this wall as a message board. It's their giant bulletin board for UF, pretty much, and it's rather than them treating it as separate art, they tend to use it as just a message board and people writing their names and birthday messages, rather than, I mean, if we sectioned it off or something, that could be different, but it would still get messed up.
Yeah, actually, I've been trying to organize a street art festival, and I want to organize some competition on this wall to encourage people to make something beautiful, something nice. Do you think would it help?
I think it would help a lot, actually. It would definitely get their attention, the city needs to know that there are actual artists here that don't want to be treated as criminals. They want to be treated as artists and want to be able to put their work where they want to and be allowed to and have the permission. It should be a lot easier unlike how it is.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.